Hello everyone, I'm Hyojung Paik, presenter of the accepted poster titled Identification of Association Between Alzheimer's Diseases and Viral Infection Using Digital Healthcare Record of Millions of Patients in South Korea. Here's the abstract. This study estimates whether herpes and hepatitis viral infection increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease using a nationwide cohort digital healthcare record consisting of millions of patients covering 2002 through 2013 across nationwide hospital. Of the total study population is around 1.6 thousand patients developed Alzheimer's disease, and the hazard ratio of disease during 11-year follow-up period was 1.62 times greater for patients with herpes viral infections. So these results suggest a need for increased awareness of molecular and pathological mechanisms for Alzheimer's disease in patients after viral infection, including herpes and hepatitis virus. Here is the introductions. Previous studies have suggested a link between herpes simplex virus type 1 and human immunodeficiency virus and viral hepatitis C virus with the development of Alzheimer's disease. So the purpose of this study was to investigate the potential increased risk for Alzheimer's disease in viral infected patients in South Korea. We using the data Korean National Health Insurance Service National Sample Cohort data covering 1 million patients. These number of patients association between Alzheimer's disease and viral infections was observed this 12-year nationwide retrospective cohort study. The overall Alzheimer and viral infection survival rate was determined using Kaplan-Meier survival curve, and we also calculate the hazard ratio with this confidence interval using Cox proportional hazard regression only CNR. We also analyze the virus and host genetic networks using meta-analysis via the NCBI geo dataset. Here's the result. Figure 1 shows the Kaplan-Meier survival curve and log rank test for Alzheimer's disease with herpes, hepatitis virus infections, and influenza virus infections. So the log rank test indicate the patient with herpes virus infections develop Alzheimer's disease more frequently than the comparison group. Also, same pattern was observed in hepatitis viral infections cases, as it shows. So one hazard ratio is around 1.6 or 1.3. So to unravel whether the Alzheimer's disease gene signatures are related to viral infections, so we analyzed this geo data set and identified 94 DGs from the meta-analysis, and these 95 gene signatures are enriched with viral infection-related pathways, including response to viral metabolic process and viral RNA biosynthetic process. So from these preliminary results, we can suggest that there's a possible link between viral infections and Alzheimer's disease. And interestingly, we observed that patients with herpes virus and hepatitis virus, influenza virus infections has higher risk during this longitudinal record. Therefore, clinicians must be allowed to suspect dementia in patients with viral infection like herpes virus and hepatitis virus and other influenza viruses. These are references, and this work was supported by the Korea Institute of Science and Technology Information. Thank you for your listening.